Okay, guys, welcome to the first ever Fincore EMA. All week we have been gathering questions from the community, and today we have the CEO of Fincor together with us, Skirmantas. Do you have some opening words for us before we get into it?
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you all here. Thank you.
Okay, so not to waste too much time, I guess we're just gonna get into the questions. And the first question we have from the community: what is the plan of Fincore to set up the community in 2022? How are you gonna get more people to get talking about Fincore?
Yeah, good news. We already have our Fincor on major social channels. So we are very big on Twitter, on other channels, and let's say on Twitter already we are bigger than quite other projects who are not already 1 year or more than a couple of years in development. So we see the huge interest from community and increasing, and we are very happy to have you there. So if you don't follow us on Twitter or Facebook or any other channel, please do. It will be fun.
Yeah, I think this was like an excellent opening question because yes, Fincore, here at Fincore, we do have a Twitter, a Telegram, a Discord, and I'll leave all of these in the description down below of this video. So if you're not a member yet, I highly recommend you join. We have games and prizes for you to win every week. But moving forward with the MMA, what is the moat of Fincore? This is like the second question asked by Nathan Zhang.
Very good question. Very professional one, I would say. So I will try to make it as short as possible because it's a very vast theme for us, and we could talk it for days probably. So I would like to condense it to a couple of those things that makes us unique. So I would say we would be the first project who solved blockchain trilemma. And blockchain trilemma is formulated like this. It's security, scalability, and decentralization. All those blockchain projects up to us, till us, were solving 2 or 3 of those problems. So 3 problems solved in one blockchain is still not done. So we have the tools, we aim to solve it, and we know how to solve it.
Why do you think nobody has solved this before? Is it like technical limitations? Did the blockchain technology catch up to this point so you can solve it? Or was the answer always available and no one managed to do it?
No. I think we cannot, say that other projects were not doing their job, etc., because each and every project made a footprint, and all of those projects, like Ethereum, others, just made for us possible to move on further. So now we are employing artificial intelligence. And this will help us a lot to achieve that trilemma problem. So we will solve it, and the good news that it's not a theoretical thing for us anymore. We see it how to solve it, and we have plan how to do it. We are not in discovery phase. We are not meeting, gathering how to do it. We know how to do it, and we're just working on it right now. As we speak, our devs are making the code, are writing the code, and doing them well. So other thing which is quite unique, that not quite unique, it's totally unique. We do it without any bridges. We solve the problems, and we make any application which is applicable or compatible to Ethereum virtual machine to run on our chain. And we do it without any bridge, because now the projects who want to make one transaction from, let's say, Solana to Matic, etc., they have to have a bridge. So our solution is bridgeless, and our solution is without any, off-chain working.
Why
So
would
we do.
I'm sorry to interrupt, like you're like really interesting points, but why would a bridgeless solution work better in your opinion?
Yeah, it's a known fact that those bridges were hacked numerous times. Uh, in this year, already probably $500 million were stolen from those off-chain solutions. So that's why we decided to make our solution on-chain, online, because all those calculations are always made on Fincore chain inside and online. So it's open, it's transparent, and you can always see what's happening on our chain. In the case of bridge, you can't see anything. You have to trust those guys that they are decent, that they are good people, and they will do as you expect. Here at our Fincore chain, you don't have to guess or think that we are good people, etc. You see your operations online. So that's the main thing, and this solves security problem. So I would dare to say that those huge hacks will be in the past.
Okay, so to summarize the question for Nitin Zhang, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Basically, the moat of Fincore is that you're using a bridgeless solution. Like no competition is able to do this because everyone still relies on bridges that can be hacked, while Fincore completely on chain, the transactions are not duplicated on another chain, they're actually logged within the native chains, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That's the main thing, and the biggest part that it is done very fast. In some cases of certain bridges, those operations goes from days to even week till they are processed. So imagine with that price volatility, with NFT market and other markets, it's mission impossible.
Okay, so I guess this is like a good point to segment into the next question because the next question right here is, could you please describe the roadmap of Fincore? And to make it a little bit more specific, I would like to rephrase this. What have you done so far and what will you do in the future?
Yeah, great question to be answering. So we have quite a detailed roadmap on our website. You can always check fincore.io. Lots of information, lots of resources there, so you should visit us and see. But I would like to concentrate on those things which really matters. And the thing is, I will tell you a little secret. Our testnet is already working. And now we're in the phase of seeking for financing. So we're talking to the investors. And after that, we expect our mainnet launch already in Q4 of 2022. So we are quite ready to the launch. So we just need to achieve some funding rounds, and we are ready to develop our chain at even higher speed than we are now.
How long did it take you to get up the test and net up and running? Is it like a couple of years, couple of months, couple of decades?
No, it's years. Unfortunately, it was years, and it was quite a run. We have some huge dead ends. We're thinking, well, we're not gonna make it. Well, we have some technical difficulties, but since we were working on that years, not months, we just kept our faith alive, and here we are. We are ready to roll on our mainnet, basically.
Is this was something that you've always were interested in? For example, you've been laser focused on developing the Fincore tech for like a couple of years, or do you have other Web3 projects that you've looked into? Because like this is actually the next question. Besides Fincore, are you interested in any other Web3 projects?
Well, it's for me personally, it's like Vive. I don't see any other projects like starting another one, because I see the complexity of Fincore.io currently. So I think we have so many tasks to do, so many things to develop. So it's my love, this project.
And how did it all get started? Did you just hire a team and started working on this right away? Or were you aiming for something different and this is just kind of what happened?
Yeah, we had different ideas at the start how to run our blockchain business, but once we sat and thought how many blockchains are out there. It was a lot already in 2018. Back in 2018, then we thought, okay, I have some stuff on Ethereum, I have some stuff on other chain, and what? And I can do anything between them. So you have to keep the stuff, the currencies, etc., just on one siloed network on blockchain. And we thought that if we could manage to solve this problem, just to make accessible different networks compatible between together. So we thought it would be real, value for our project, because we would solve one of the biggest problems out there. So, well, it ticked us, and we started rolling, doing things, and hiring people, hiring devs, and here we are.
So basically, all of this was done without any external financing. You just had the vision, you had the team, you decided just gonna go for it, and now you're looking for investors to basically take the technology to market.
Yeah, because now we have clear vision, clear roadmap. We have a lot of things to do, a lot of more people to hire, and for that we definitely need funding.
So this actually ties in pretty nicely to the next question, which is, aside from having strong blockchain, marketing strategy is very important for the people to adopt Fincore. What would your strategy be in order to build up a hype and get the project to market?
Yeah, I'm glad to say that we already have the strategy, and it's already working. As I mentioned, our followers on different social channels are just booming, and it works. But in the future, of course, we will be doing lots of hackathons, lots of community events. We will be, playing games with our community. We will do interactive stuff, and lots of things which are not announced yet. So definitely it's worth following us. And what's interesting that we want to become some sort of Tesla of blockchains in that marketing thing. Basically, we want our marketing expenditure to become close to zero one day. Why? It could sound very drastically.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's the type of product that if it solves a problem, you don't need to push it on people.
Yeah, exactly. So glad you understand it, and I just would like to highlight it with the last Super Bowl in the US, when Tesla made no investment in that event. Usually, all biggest American businesses are spending millions for those videos during that event, and they did nothing. Guess what? Their sales increased after that event, and they spent zero.
Yeah, but Elon is like on the next level. He doesn't do marketing. He just like buys the marketing platform.
Yeah, eventually.
So this is like the goal for Fincore, right? To eventually become so big that the market simply doesn't work without it. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, since as I see it, Fincore is solving quite a big problem for the users, for the developers, for most of the projects. If it's truly fast, secure, and works as expected, I could definitely see this one happening.
Yeah, exactly. Because we want, not to save money, but to make our products to speak for themselves. Our blockchain to be fast, reliable, and solving real problems in blockchain world and uniting with that blockchain siloed world finally to the one unit, one constellation, when people can do whatever they want in blockchain, and that's it.
What do you think about the current market conditions? If we're talking about marketing, the market over the past couple of days when we're filming this is like there's a bloodbath USD. Well, it didn't collapse just yet, but the signs are not great. Do you think this impacts Fincore?
Well, short answer, no, it won't impact us. But I would like to say how sorry I am for all those Luna holders. If they listen to us, my heart is with you because you are having a very hard time. Sorry that if any of you were impacted by that event. And I look at this quite philosophically because I joined the crypto in 2017, started investing then. So I had already that huge crash moment in 2018. So in that case, I'm kind of seasoned investor, and I don't feel that pain anymore, which probably new guys who came last year or this year are feeling now. So my message is that crypto is only starting. We're at the very beginning. So many projects will not make it, but lots of projects like ours will make it, and valuations will be sky high, and I think that Bitcoin, Ethereum, other good quality coins will have their moment quite not far away. So you have to just keep the faith, don't get liquidated, keep always working capital by your side, and use those moments like the crash in these days like a buying opportunity, and you will make it. And of course, another advice from me: don't use leverage, because crypto has such a huge volatility. You just can wait and make the same money just in a little bit longer term. That's it. And
you mentioned that good coins are gonna make it, and then bad coins won't gonna make it. How do you classify what's a good project, what's a bad project? Because from a lot of perspective, most people would say that Luna or USD, they were actually a successful project that were attacked. Others say it was doomed to fail from the beginning due to the tokenomics. How do you position Fincore? Is it possible for something like this to happen to Fincore? Have you thought about this, or is it just not that type of project?
Well, since we will use artificial intelligence heavily in our project, we will have security of our chain at the very highest ranks. So from that perspective, I see a little to worry about, but we will be, of course, always worried because it's our chain. But what blockchain is good and what blockchain is bad? It's very relative, and my answer will not be a maxim. I won't pretend to know all the things in the universe. So I think the really good blockchain, the really good project solves real problems, really solves the problem. And then it's valuable to people, to investors, and to the community. And that's it. If other projects are, just kinda could be solving problems, or they are just, nice to have ones, yeah, you have to think about it. But as I said, my answer is my personal opinion, and that's it.
Okay, so I guess we can stop talking about the market.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You don't actually control it. Most projects focused on building during this period. I assume that's what Fincore is doing as well. So let's just move on to the next question, which is, does Fincore work like a metaverse that would allow existence of other blockchains, protocols, DeFi, gaming, and NFTs to utilize them easily within different blockchain ecosystems? Or is it like a whole new system entirely?
Yeah, very interesting question. And I would say we are definitely another different system, another different blockchain entirely. But what relates me to this question that we make all those things like metaverses, NFTs, DeFi, gaming, etc., to be viable interchain. So we combine all those chains and make things possible. Let's say to transfer NFT from Solana to Ethereum to other blockchains which are compatible to Fincore. And we support currently 4 major consensuses. It's of course proof of work, proof of stake, delegated proof of stake, and Byzantine fault tolerance. So basically, we will expand our reach, and I say that this is our main aim, to make things finally possible interchain without bridges, without hacks, without any that stuff which you have to be an expert to make operation from one chain to another. You have to think what I should push, what I should do first, how to not get hacked in the process, etc. So we want, guys, for you to make very smooth operation and make it as simple as possible.
Have you put in any thought what benefit people might have other than like DeFi or gaming? Like, I understand today it's very hard to move NFTs between chains, and if it would be possible to do it easier, maybe there's like a whole new application for this that you have thought of.
Yeah, NFTs and metaverses, and of course whole Web3 as per se, it's in our reach, and we aim to help those projects. We have clear vision how to do it, and it would be very fun if you can use your NFT not on one platform, because now usually you have to use it on one platform and look for the bridges, etc. So you are actually blocked in one chain. You just can do things there and nowhere else. So with our Fincore, it will be possible to move wherever you want, and very fast, and of course very cheap.
Yeah, because this is like the exact point that NFTs tried to solve, right? It's like true digital ownership, but you're still almost region locked to the chain. So I guess using NFTs plus Fincore, that's like true digital ownership. Take it anywhere you want, right?
Yeah, and another thing which I would like to mention now, if we are active in blockchain as users, as speculators or traders or whatever you are, usually we have 10 to 20 different wallets, different applications. So Fincore will make possible that you will have one wallet only, and you will make those things on 20 blockchains or more. So you don't have to keep 20 passwords, to think what to switch first, how to click enter, and on that application, the tab is there, on the other application is somewhere in other place. It will be done in one interface, in Fincore users interface, and it will be fun, because those days when you're making mistakes, when you were losing so much time between switching between those apps, will be finally gone for you.
Yeah, this is definitely Biggest improvement in blockchain that I have seen so far over the past couple of years, the interfaces, they've just been so much better. It's so much easier to use. So my next question to you, well, not my question, the community's question, how long is this going to take to implement from A to Z? Like, when can I expect stop making mistakes?
Well, we will start making another mistakes for sure, but it's not the answer. So the real answer, we have a very detailed plan for 1.5 years already. Very detailed roadmap, etc., etc. But me and my fellow partners see the work for decades. I mean, literally for decades. So I plan to make that trip for the decades because I enjoy it a lot. And really, we don't see 10% of our chain's possibilities right now. I'm that serious because those synergies and new businesses which we will unlock for other businesses and for ourselves, we're just starting. And when we will develop it, when partners and other chains will join us, we will see lots of possibilities in business. I mean, it's data storage, it's other things. It's huge. For me, it's huge. It's like constellation in the sky, and I just keep wondering where is the end. And the good answer that I can't see one.
When do you think like the minimal viable product would be launched? As I understand, like you already have a test net, and you say that even if you implement the main net, that's not even like 10% of what's possible. So when do you expect to have the main net up and working?
Yeah, we expect Q4, last quarter of this year.
Last quarter, right?
Yeah.
That's quite fast. But I mean, you have been developing this for like 3 to 4 years already.
Already too long.
Yeah. And I guess this would be like a great segment to the next question. Could you tell me more about the team? Who are the people that have been building Fincore? Well, obviously, you're not a one-man show. You're just one of the moving parts. So how many team members do you have? How long have you had them? Let me know all about that.
Yeah, we started with a small team first. So basically, in first years, we were team like 8-10 people. But currently, we have 45 people on our project. We're very grateful for their work because, as you said, one person won't do it. It's impossible. So it's great teamwork of our inner constellation. So what to tell about my team? So we have very strong developers. Probably everybody says that, but they are just the best in the business. So my partner Thomas, he is a serial entrepreneur, as I call him. He had a lot of businesses and currently lots of digital businesses, etc. But now we are settled to our Fincore project, and great to have him here. So he has a lot of energy, he has a lot of ideas, and we just roll on. So of course we have other team members worth mentioning, but probably due to time constraints, I won't be mentioning lots of them because 45 people and every one of them is good and worth mentioning here. So probably I would say warm words about Evaldas. He's our legal advisor. He's leading us through those jungles of US and other countries' laws. So he's helpful a lot to navigate in and don't have problems in jurisdictions which could probably become our main markets. So also we have our advisor Tomas Povilaitis, and he's working with VCs a lot, and currently he is leading business development for Shift Network. So we have lots of very intelligent people running it with us, and we enjoy working daily on it. And I just hope our team will stay the same, will stay the same and increase in times. Like, that our price of the not only price of the token will rise down numbers of times, but team also. So
I think that's the more important part, because
yeah.
if you have a good team, basically the markets don't really affect you that much.
Yeah, and market price usually follows then, not the vice versa. So I'm just
so we just passed like the 30-minute mark.
Yeah.
I think like this is like good a good time for the final question right now, and that would be, I think, maybe better for the beginning, but let's leave it for the end now. So the next AMA is even more interesting. How does the Fincore chain work, right? In simple terms, how does it work?
Yeah, but I will get back to the last question, because
Sure.
I talk about our people, our team, but our team is also our partners. So we are very lucky to have Animoca Brands as our one of the key partners. They help us a lot, especially guys from blockchain in blockchain center in Vilnius. So they are the best. If you have real problems navigating blockchain, go to them. They are really good people. So real professionals and helping us a lot. So then let's get back to your question.
Yeah. How does Fincore work?
Yeah, it's philosophical question, and it's very great question who answer that. But I will try to make it quite a short version, because our inner workings are very complex architecture, very complex tasks, very complex technology used. So you can't describe it usually in 1 minute. So I will try to do my best and to tell how our chain is working. So probably key elements are that our blockchain uses artificial intelligence heavily. It helps us to solve security problems, optimization problems, and other problems which could be detected on the blockchain. Also, we have proof of unity consensus, our unique consensus, which is hybrid. Hybrid, it means it's combination of proof of work and proof of stake. So that's why it's a hybrid. And of course, what is key element, also one of the key elements, is relay in our blockchain, relay modules, which make possible to make transaction from one blockchain to other blockchain, and be sure that that transaction goes through and goes the way the client wanted. So those inner workings make it possible for you just to click on user interface, take one network, select other network where you want to make things happen, and voila, it's happening. So basically, and as I said, it's bridgeless. It's bridgeless solution, which makes things most securest possible way. Yeah, so probably that would be the short answer.
That's still pretty long for a short answer, but yeah, I mean, it is complex technology, I guess, from the user side of things, as I'm looking at it. If it's allowing me to use two separate networks without using a bridge or the possibility of making a mistake, that's good enough for me. But I guess this concludes the first ever Fincore AMA. 35 minutes, not too bad. congratulations to those of you who are still watching here at the end. The next MAA, we try to do this weekly. I think we'll dive in maybe deeper into the technology and how does it all work. For now, Skirmantas, thank you so much for your time. If you have any finishing remarks for the viewers, the community members, or anyone else watching, go ahead. I'll let you talk right now.
Okay, so I'm really thankful for you, all of you who watch it through. It matters a lot for me, and I hope I will have lots of EMAs in the future. My colleagues will have to just to try to spread the news and in order to understand for you Fincore better, because it's really exciting technology and we are really excited to do it by ourselves. So great. Well, it was great having you here, and thank you very much.
Yeah, and for everyone who wants more information, actually on the Fincore blog, you can find that in the description of this video as well. There's a lot of articles that are detailing the architecture. The white paper is also extremely specific and goes into very much details of how Fincore works. So you can use those as resources to learn more. But for now, I guess we'll see you in the chats.
Yeah, see you guys.